Oh boy.
In 3, 2, 1.
Oof. My head. Ow.
You have suffered minor head trauma. This is considered an optimal outcome. This PDA has now rebooted in emergency mode with one directive: to keep you alive on an alien world. Please refer to the databank for detailed survival advice. Good luck.
Team salt coral, grapevine, Silicon River. Okay. I think I know what I need to go get.
The Aurora suffered orbital power failure. Cause unknown. Zero human life signs
Wow,
detected.
this game is gorgeous. I always forget how gorgeous this game is.
New creature discovered. New creature discovered. Alien life forms may have unexpected applications. Utilizing alien resources is a proven survival strategy.
Proven survival strategy, huh?
Copper is an essential component of all powered equipment. Your probability of survival has just increased to unlikely, but plausible, detecting sulfur deposits in the local cave systems. Sulfur is an essential component of the repair tool. Oxygen.
I thought my game was gonna end early.
Oxygen. New blueprint acquired. The fabricator cooks small organisms while disposing of the skeletal structure, bodily fluids, and internal organs, thus rendering them safe for human consumption. The scanner can be used to synthesize blueprints from salvage technology and to record alien biological data. New blueprint acquired. Oxygen. New creature discovered. New blueprint acquired. Life on this planet grows in unusually distinct and diverse ecological biomes. Further study recommended.
Yeah, well, he was pissed about earlier, I guess.
New creature discovered. The fabricator draws from available data to provide environment-appropriate equipment, using locally available materials. For your safety, this setting cannot be overridden. It is common for those accustomed to synthetic foods to be repulsed by eating an animal carcass. Remember that humans survived this way for millennia. You can too.
Some water IRL. I swear sometimes when I play these survival games, it's like I forget to survive myself.
Weapons were removed from standard survival blueprints following the massacre on Abraxas Prime. The knife remains the only exception. Lifepod secondary systems online, running full environment diagnostic and outputting results to databank.
This is a warning. Distress signal received. Rescue operation will be dispatched to your location in 9 hours. Continue to monitor for emergency transmissions from other life pods.
Detecting increased local radiation levels. Trend is consistent with damage to the Aurora's drive core, sustained during planet fall. Lubricant is essential in construction of vehicles and power plants.
Put these away for later. So there's a silver piece right there. These are really, really valuable early game, I found, because it can be really hard to find those resources in abundance. I always try to pick up copper too, because you end up needing a lot of it. It's kind of the least common denominator of a lot of these electronics recipes. So definitely don't sleep on copper. That's one thing you don't want to sleep on. Just make sure you have enough copper, pretty much at all
30
times.
seconds.
I'm kind of pushing my luck right now, staying under, but
Integrating new PDA data.
yeah, this is actually... I got a second CMOS fragment, which is pretty huge. But I almost died, so... This area down here seems to have some pretty good scannables. Anytime you find... There we go. There's my last CMOS piece right here.
Passing 100 meters.
It's really important to get the
Oxygen
CMOS.
efficiency decreased.
I'll probably try to build that as soon as possible.
New blueprint acquired.
Like the Sea Glide, as kind of an introduction into early game, the Sea Moth is more of like officially you just made it to middle game. And so the way I would go about building this is, of course, I need to build the mobile vehicle brake fragment, which I just got the blueprint for, and then I would go on to
30 seconds.
use that module to build the Sea Moth. And I need to go figure out exactly what ingredients I need to do that. So probably what I'll do here is head back to our life pod. We got some really good... We pretty much got what we set out to, which was gold, silver, and... ooh, kinda close here. Gold, silver, and information, aka scannable technology. This battery is about to die, but I will run it into the ground. Try to be efficient that way. I always liked these shuttle bugs. Can't even interact with them in any way, but they're cute. Okay, so the idea is copper wire, wiring kit, some of these bad boys, a couple of these. We need to figure out how to make the fragment, so that's going to be a power cell, which is simply 2 batteries and some silicone rubber. So yeah, you can see how this all kind of... We need one of these. We need more copper. Lubricant. We know what we need to make the laser cutter, that's nice. Let's make this really quick. Standard O2 tank, 2 glass. Do we have enough quartz for that? No, we need 2 more quartz, but we need the extra bit of titanium. So we'll go over to minerals and see what we have in here. I don't even remember what we have. Okay, yeah, we needed that copper. We'll grab the gold as well, and we can leave whatever lead we have. It's gonna end up being a lead box. We need 2 more quartz, so we should probably find that. Quartz shouldn't be too hard for us to find here. There we go. These little tunnels near the shallows are usually good for a couple quartz. You don't want to do your farming for quartz there, but it's not bad to just grab a couple offhand. So we'll make 2 glass here. We'll try to make this high capacity tank. It'll just enable us to be under a little bit longer.
New blueprint acquired.
I think I need 4 of these mushrooms. Oh, what I can do actually is I can replace this with this, and then I can use that to make a power cell. We need to make a battery. And we need silicone rubber. I forgot. I forgot. 2, 3. Oh, we got 3. Okay. Very good.
Congratulations, survivor. You have exceeded your weekly exercise quotient by 500%. Data indicates that swimming was your favorite activity. Be sure to vary your routine for uniform muscle development.
One silver. We don't have a silver on us here? Ooh, that's rough. Okay, well, let's make the silicon rubber that we need. Make a power cell. Make a mobile vehicle bay. And then this thing will tell us the recipe for the Seamoth. See, it takes longer to construct this. You can tell it's kind of a doozy. We'll build it right over here. Okay, so you see these little drones? They're gonna build me a submarine. 1 titanium ingot, another power cell, lubricant, and lead. Easy. I think I already have that. We need to make 2 more batteries. We already have 2 of these, so basically what that means is, yeah, we have enough copper. And we have enough silicone rubber. We need lead, lubricant, titanium ingot. Alright, and that right there should do it.
The Seamoth is a fast, safe mode of transport, but remember that swimming is good for your glutes and endorphin levels.
Okay, so, sorry, I was distracted by a cat there. What you see here is our baby Seamoth. Might look a little better during the day, but that's okay. I'm gonna wrap this video up here. I'm gonna give you a little bit of an idea of what the Seamoth does before I do that. You can see you can turn off the light. The interior is really futuristic looking and cool. This thing, and you'll notice the most important thing about this, which is that my oxygen doesn't tick when I'm in here. It stays full, and it can go down to a depth of 200, which means I can immediately go lower than I've ever been able to go before already, which is really nice. So between this and my expanded capacity oxygen tank, which I'm about to build,
This is Officer Keane in Light Pod 19.
I'll be in good shape.
The captain is gone. I have assumed command. The last thing the captain did was give me coordinates for dry land. We regroup 1.5 kilometers southwest of the crash site. Stay together and good luck. This message will now repeat.
Rendezvous coordinates corrupted. Transmission origin coordinates downloaded. Signal location uploaded to PDA. Warning. Local radiation readings suggest the Aurora's drag core has reached critical state. Quantum detonation will occur within 2 hours.
Okay, so these little blips that they throw in on the radio, these are sort of ways that the game is telling you, like, okay, look, you're making progress, you're making it through this game. So the Aurora's drive core is going to explode, is what it just told me. Obviously, I played the game before, so I kind of know that that's going to thing. Sorry, I kind of know that that's going to happen, that is in fact a thing. But yeah, we got our Seamoth. That's a huge step. You'll notice that when my oxygen is drained, if I get in here, it immediately goes up, which is really nice. Looks like we got another message. So yeah, I'm about to end this video. I just want to
The
This is Avery Quinn, trading ship Sunbeam. Aurora
So this right here will be like
over.
plot, if you listen.
Nothing but vacuum. These Altera ships. They run low on engine grease, send an SOS, you offer help, they don't pick up. Aurora, I'm out on the far side of the system. It's gonna take more than a week to reach your position. You still need our assistance, over.
So I'll grab
I'll
some
try them again
cords.
tomorrow. Damn charter's gonna have us blowing our credits running errands for Altera.
Well, there was one last piece that I needed. This one's a tricky recipe for me, I don't know why. Silver, okay, right. So, make these 2 glass, go find a silver, make this high capacity tank, and that will conclude our video. Let's see, I'll take this thing for a spin. We can do one quick silver mission with it, so you can see what it does. I don't know, I instantly feel safer in this thing. It's probably just like a false sense of security, but it definitely feels, you know, you're less exposed to the elements when you're in this thing. I mean, my oxygen isn't ticking down. I think that's probably the main reason that I feel so much safer. Okay, that looks like the thing I want right there, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that. Never mind, it's the mobile vehicle brake fragment. If you scan a piece that you already have, it's basically just gonna give you titanium instead. Okay, so maybe now I'll actually start picking up a little bit of the quartz that I see. Okay, and that's how you damage your sea moth right there. So you can see it didn't take much to damage it. I ran into a wall that was just a short distance away, and it ticked for 8 of my. It hit for 8 of the health pool of the sea moth, so, or 9 rather. So that's, you know, something to think about. Also, if you look at the top of the screen where it says 187 meters, that's my current depth. If I go much further down, I'm gonna end up damaging the sea moth even further. So what I'm gonna do is park it here. I'll go up to 195 just to be safe. I'll get out here, and I'll go try to get that silver that I needed. Okay, now I'm burning up. My O2 efficiency is really bad at this depth, which is part of why I need that expanded tank. Quartz here.
Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Let's pick up a couple because oh, see right here, 71 health. These are little mistakes you really can't afford to make on hardcore mode. Okay, but here we got rubies. That's nice. And uraninite, also nice. So you can already see we're getting resources that we did not have access to before we got the sea moth. Now we can't get too greedy here because my O2 is ticking fast. We got our diamond.
You gather are the property of the Altera Corporation. You will 30 seconds to reimburse the full market.
A little bit more uraninite. I don't need a lot of the stuff because
3 million credits.
it's a little bit more advanced than I need right now, if that makes sense. But that being said, there are shale outcroppings, and I see sandstone up there, and that's what I need. I came out here for silver, so it's kind of like I was saying earlier about how it's important to stay focused in this game. But you know, you want to scan stuff, and you want to you know, pick up these retinols and stuff as well. So lithium is something that you end up needing a lot of. Lithium is how you reinforce. Okay, so that's actually not sandstone. That is limestone. I was wrong. That's sandstone though, right there. Lithium is how. Well, I'll get more copper. It's always good to get more copper. Lithium is how you end up reinforcing your titanium walls of base building, which is another really exciting and limitless aspect of this game. Not truly like limitless, but it's a lot of really cool customization options maybe that's even the wrong way to put it, but regardless, I have a lot of fun with the base building, and I think anyone who's interested in playing a game like this, that's a really well rendered, well presented element of the game.
Warning, maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
See, right here I'm fucking up really bad, and I'm hurting my Seamoth, and actually what I'll do here is I will repair this now. It's not worth letting it get any worse, because then something stupid happens and all of a sudden my Seamoth is dead. I really don't want to build another one, so it's too much
Warning,
materials.
maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
So I'm getting a little too deep here. I clearly came to the wrong biome for what I needed, which was sandstone deposits. So I'm going to kind of backtrack a little, head back a little bit towards the shallows. These are some really cool expired-like formations. And that's all really awesome. Oh, there's some shale. So I'll break the shale because I think it can spawn... I know it can spawn gold. I think silver is a pain in the ass because only sandstone deposits spawn silver. I think that's accurate. Which makes silver a little bit hard to come by. You don't use too much in terms of bulk silver in the game. You're not going to ever need a ton of it, like you will with quartz or lithium, titanium for that matter. But that being said, it's kind of like copper, where it's one of those, it's like essential for a lot of building blocks for electronic equipment in the game, and it only comes from those sandstone deposits, so you kind of have to like go a little bit out of your way to farm silver. You know, it's one of those painstaking. I see two sandstones here. Got one silver. Okay, so that's all I need for my expanded tank. I'm gonna go home and make that, and then we'll call it a video. This has been a fun sort of. It's my first hardcore playthrough, which means if I die, I'm dead. There's no going back. It's sort of been a fun challenge so far, and I know how to cruise through early and middle game here, so I wanted to make a kind of informative video of sort of what early and mid game looks like in Subnautica. It's one of the best single player experiences I've had in a long time in a video game, and I've really enjoyed it immensely, and I hope you will too. And I hope you'll give this game a chance. I think they're coming out with like a new story, a new winter planet, which I think sounds really, really cool, and I'm really excited for that.
Yoki Kassar. I said Kassar. Why do I have to record this anyway?
Send immediate burial details.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Okay, so we're actually getting low on titanium, so my next run will be my first sort of backtracking, we need titanium run. Like a remedial mission there. Okay, so I have to unequip my tank. That's interesting. See that? It's 2x3 items, so it's kind of big. And I can make my high capacity tank here. So this will be the last thing I do here. You can see it looks different, which is kind of cool. Okay, it doesn't there, but it did in front of me here. So now I have 135 as opposed to 75. That's nearly double my capacity. So yeah, you can see immediately how the progression of the game sort of works. Eventually I'll be able to make a moon bay where I can dock this Seamoth, it'll charge it, and you can actually custom color it too. Get really cool custom color schemes with the trim, the base color, and even the interior. There are upgrade modules you can install. You can install 4 modules in here to make it better, stronger, faster, torpedoes, radar, sonar, all that cool stuff. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and it's my first Subnautica video. I think I'm going to do a couple more as I go through this playthrough, and yeah, definitely looking forward to making more Subnautica content. So thanks again for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.